the Rhine Stadium Dusseldorf, they come to celebrate Europe's finest football. The cream has reached the top. 8 teams, 2 groups of 4, now a final fortnight for one country to reach the very pinnacle. Not only a whole continent, but all the world is queued to pass judgment. The speculation, the ceremonies are almost done, and the overtures clear the stage for the dramas to unfurl. Home advantage is a two-edged sabre. Familiar fields and atmospheres, sure, but as eagerly as they come to praise you, with equal readiness, you can be buried. So on Franz Beckenbauer, West Germany's manager, the scrutiny falls most sharp. The youthful Italians, virile and keen, are first to meet the hosts at the opening party. Reputations are on the line. Old ones will founder, new ones will be forged, like Jürgen Klinsmann's. Will the coltish daring of this young man carry him too wide-eyed into the defence's cruel and well-knit web? Or will the next 2 weeks be proof that he is already master of his own raw, exuberant potential? An even weightier onus on established men, like Germany's barreling captain Lothar Matthäus. He must inspire and harry and nag. First blood to Italy. Even from a distance, the opera sounds as sweet. Mancini, his first goal for Italy in 14 games. The gods reward the patient, and the thanksgiving is to last over 4 minutes. West Germany's whole tournament is under threat. Almost at once, the Italians are penalised. For what? Goalkeeper Zenga has taken 4 steps with the ball. The fat is in the fire and a hole is in the wall. Bremer stays cool. 1 each. Tension evaporates. Indeed, it's as much as either side could have hoped for. West Germany's tournament is often running, and the team, calmer perhaps, move on to their industrial stronghold at Gelsenkirchen. Red-shirted Danes and their throng of supporters are waiting. Rudi Völler. His all-round talents made him the toast of Europe. Then injuries and lack of confidence. Is the old panache just a ghostly memory now? Klinsmann close. The terrier Littbarski snaps and yaps. The Danes are conceding midfield. Völler, no. Klinsmann, yes! Germany is really beginning to warm to young Klinsmann. Völler's striving tells of other tales. Still he charges on into the cannon's mouth. But when luck's out, it stays out. Goal aggregate could be crucial. The darting Frank Mill will replace the despairing Fuller. At once Mill hits a post. Denmark, racked but still not ruined, survive again. Fervent prayer might be the only answer. Still Denmark hangs on. The Germans mount their final bombardment. And at the very last, Litbarski's corner is met in a blare by the wispy Olaf Ton. The little man seals the night, his last on this home patch before his transfer to Bayern Munich. In the Olympic Stadium, in the Bavarian capital, the next crucial mix is tossed into the melting pot. Spain are ready. There will be no pushover for the Germans, for whom full air is restored for one final chance. Beckenbauer has promised, we are getting better and better. Tonight we will win handsomely. Spain's Vasquez has other ideas. Ooh. Spain are full of tension, skill and menace, coiled and eager, young fighting bulls. Michel is one of the tournament's genuine creators, but an artist who enjoys the hurly-burly, a marked man, a marksman, but a steely marker too. Fuller still plays for his international life. Perhaps the thoroughbred has really turned into a mongrel. Now Litbarski. Klinsmann. Fuller! The apprentice salutes his mentor. Fuller has repaid the manager's faith. And the rest of Germany is sitting back to enjoy the evening. Not so much enjoyment, but always persevering grit from Matthias. Resolute, blinkered, almost heroic, he steams forward. Fuller! A sublime back heel, and Fuller is himself again. West Germany are surely in the semi-finals. Matthias has no doubts, though his manager still frets. Bakio, the little bull. Spain nobly are not done for yet. Victor! Time is running out in wounded, rueful despair. Fuller heads just over. Spain know they are done for now. Time only to remind Germany of their presence and one of their names. Spain are heading for home. And for West Germany, happiness is heading for the semi-finals. Mind, Spain had offered the tournament colour and no little swaggering class. Traditional rhythms from the elegant Michel against poor Denmark. And the repeat at Frankfurt against Italy would have put Spain through the semi-finals. Here was an effortless match of colour and wit, Latin fires and chivalries. Spain are without their stalwart captain Camacho, and without him plugging holes, the Italians, Donadoni here, increasingly forced defenders into mistakes. Mancini continues to prod and probe with his usual tyro enthusiasm. But with no luck. Altobelli replaces him. Slower legs, but are far wilier head. At once the veteran dummies. The rampant precision steers Italy into the semi-finals. In another part of the Forest of Flags, the English are massed in huge banks. The second group of four begins with an intriguing domestic tie, a British Isles Cup final, England versus the Republic of Ireland. The Irish jigs, as ever, are full of carefree gaiety in the face of impending doom. They are given no realistic chance. They have not beaten England for 40 years. Still, whatever the result, it's a day for laughter and celebration. In faraway Dublin, hearts are in the trim. Aye, sure, let's just give it a crack, lads. And at once, bless us and save us, the beginning is the end. Yes! Aldridge. Houghton! Only Houghton can really believe it. But if he can, Shilton can. Lineker is England's man to answer the cheek of the Irish. Speed and timing have brought him 26 goals in just 32 internationals. Class will surely tell. Boner in the Irish goal begins to measure out his answer. Lineker still on the charge, and still always dream. Now one. The truculent Beardsley. Each England attack dies like a wave on a green shore. In Dublin they can only pray that Boner's athletic nerve and luck will see it through. England's bench seems resigned, their players forlorn and jaded. The Irish, who play with them for the same clubs, week in, week out, are getting fresher by the minute. Joy unconfined. Ireland have set the group and the championship alight. And ignite too anticipation for England's meeting with Holland. Shilton is fully aware that Gullitt's bouquet is the extent of Dutch generosity. For Holland too have lost their opening game against the Soviets, and the loser here will certainly be eliminated. As Shilton celebrates his 100th cap, it is the chastised English forwards who set off with the keener verve. Lineker, off the post! Safe. Ruud Gullit, the Dutch captain. He cranks Holland back into the match, but England are determined to show their mettle this time. Marco van Basten, Gullit's lieutenant with the liquid stride. Imperceptibly, might the match be turning under Gullit's searching orchestrations? Is England's composure fraying slightly at the edges? For Shilton's hectoring has begun. Indeed, his defenders might be more scared of their goalkeeper than the Dutch. Hoddle's kick splatters against the post. England twice denied. At once, Holland. Gullit toe poke. Van Basten. Clinically done. Tremendous. Some centenary party. England reckon they should have been leading. There's a lot of the game left, and their response is typical of their forging captain, Brian Robson. Yes! 1-1, in the balance again, all to play for. A draw has little use for certainty's sake, but the harder you press, the more you are exposed. Van Basten again, 2-1. Can even he sense the game is up? Suddenly relaxed, a calmer shade of orange, playing not frenetically for today, but for the testings to come. Might these really be the heirs and more than spirits of Johan Cruyff's Dutch team of the 70s? England are punch drunk even before Van Basten hits his third. England routed. Three, and he only just made the team. Even post-mortems are worthless now, but the press will hold them scathingly before they turn to consider the manner in which Holland have lit up the championship. For Barnes and England, just tears for souvenirs. While amazingly in Gelsenkirchen, it will be the Irish who still control the destiny of the group. Holland are up and flying, but a draw here and Ireland are sure to move on. Good humours suffuse the lovely day. It might just be the stage for Ruud Gullit. McGrath, a post! Holland almost caught cold like the English were. The Dutch are edgy. Captain Dreadnought calms them, fastidious on the ball, but always persevering, always on the run, in the action, hatching schemes, dispatching. His bonny vigour carrying the match back to Ireland. The defence holds steady. Wouters, Boner off his line. McCarthy, still the Irish raise their game. Houghton. Boner safe. In a trice, it's ended. From nothing, Koemen's shot glances off Keith's head and bobbles apologetically, spinning wide at the brave Boner. The goal stands. Holland are through. Ireland have reached the end of their rainbow. These are not swapped, sweaty shirts to be sold on, but kept at home and laundered proudly in memory of an opponent's honest day's chivalry. And autographs? Well, they're cherished too. But all generous romanticism is banished from Dutch thoughts as they head for Hamburg in their semi-final with the host nation. Holland have a mission to fulfil, a long-time pledge to themselves and history, and they flocked across the border to put their destiny to rights. Holland, rampaging favourites, were beaten here in Germany by the hosts of the 1974 World Cup, a defeat branded on the memory. Their manager then, as now, was Rinus Michels. Holland have a score to settle for Michels, and the rhythms beat out the insistent message, this one for vengeance. Everybody has to see this one. There is much to relish and savour in the golden evening sunlight. Van Basten, now lordly, prances into his stride. Immel, proudly defiant. Beckenbauer, still sombre, still suited. Herget, Germany's bastion. Gullit searches and probes. Herget's thigh is badly damaged. The team must be rejigged. Will this turn the match? Half-time, Holland's sharpness makes all the problems seem Beckenbauer's. Frank Rijkaard continues to be the defender of the championship. Klinsmann, Rijkaard. Penalty. Matthias to take it. Matthias does it his way. Van Broeklen's so close. The Dutch up the tempo. So does poor Fuller. Holland must concentrate on their football. Van Basten is floored. Matthias surges forward. Van Broeklen protests. The minutes are ticking away on Mikel's dream. Now, Van Basten. Koemen. Penalty! Even Van Basten seems surprised. Bremer tells Immel go left. Ronald Koemen does not oblige. Just a quarter of an hour left. Now we can do it. Everything to play for. A helping hand. Koemen and Fuller are friends again. Germany mount their last thrusts. Off the line, Vandenberg. Surely it's extra time. Van Basten. Yes! There were just 75 seconds left. An old man has surely secured his revenge. Ecstasy, when as overwhelming as this, after such a finale, needs agony as its brutal counterpoint. You cannot have one without the other. And Beckenbauer's lofty dignity in defeat and that of his whole team is exemplary. We had some bad luck, he said, but Holland's zest and individualism deserved to carry them through. Yes, man to man, said Beckenbauer, he was very happy for Rinus Michels, who had given so much to the world of football. Such nobility in the vanquished marked the whole championship. But there were other tunes to dance to before Holland would know their opponents in the final. After the courageous Irish had held them to a draw, the Soviet Union needed to beat England to reach the other semi-final. The white-shirted English were still pale and dazed, and inside 3 minutes Hoddle lost the ball. Aleinakov! What's Russian for thank you very much? England was swamped. Rats. Mikhailichenko! Pasulko added a third. But England's blushes and the Soviet counter-attacking have not dented Italian confidence as they throng to Stuttgart 4 rainy days later for the second semi-final. Convinced that with Beckenbauer's Germans eliminated, the path to the very trophy itself has now opened up to them. The Soviet Union has little support to save history, for they were the first winners of this prize back in 1960. Lobanovsky, the Russian manager, had seen his team well beaten by Italy earlier this year. All his new strategies, he says, are based on that defeat. The Soviets begin as if they've learned the lessons well. Protasov on the attack. The Italians defend en masse. Aleinakov to Protasov. He threatens all the time. The Italians attack. Giannini finds Vialli in space. Vialli shoots high. Zavarov, the playmaker. The number 9 is feared by the Italian bench. Aleynikov soars. Baresi on his knees is booked. The rain unceasing. If anyone, it suits the Soviets better, far more used to slithering surfaces. The Italians prefer the sun on their backs. Zavarov is crowded off the ball. Tempers flare. Ancelotti and Gotsmanov. In semi-finals, somehow there's always more at stake, more thunder in the air. Too late now for Lobanovsky to hear a playback. Mancini. Giannini. Dasayev. Captain Dasayev is the tournament's top keeper. Half-time. All square. Russia up the tempo. Mikhailichenko. Litovchenko. As they threatened on the break. How can a man put up with it? The rain is relentless, and so now are the Soviets. Zavarov, clear. Protasov, yes! Simply, clinically done. Nothing to be said. Even by Zenga. To their credit, Italy rally with spirit. But even as Russia are harried, their experience and organisation prevails. The Italians are the youngest side in the championship, the Soviets the oldest. They have sat on 2-goal leads before. In truth, Europe's great traditional counter-attackers have been beaten at their own game, and all Italy knows it. So now the Dutch know who they have to play. 6 are out, just 2 to go. Holland versus the Soviets. An intriguing collision of football styles and cultures. The Russians precise, honest, organised. The Dutch colourful, worldly and spontaneous. The Olympic Stadium is ready. Football's heavyweight championship of Europe. The Soviets, old hands, are fast from the blocks, totally undaunted at being the underdogs. All the early workers Van Broeklens. Alenikov to Belanov. Holland's first round tormentor is back from injury. Zavarov, a long pass to Belanov. He controls it superbly. Litovchenko wastes a clear chance. Free kick, Gullit, tipped over the bar. Gullit heads out. Alenikov plays Van Basten onside. Gullit scores! The Soviets regroup and come on and on. Alenikov strives to make amends. Gullit himself clears. Under pressure, Rijkaard clears. Suddenly, Muren deep. Van Basten. Unerring, a goal for history. Of his 5 great goals, the greatest. No goalkeeper would have touched it. Belanov, the post. Oh, so close. Penalty. Belanov to take it. Advice from Erwin Koemen and Muren. Erwin Koemen. Holland are celebrating early. Dasayev. They come on at the end like a storm on the dikes. They are irresistible. It is, unbelievably, Holland's first ever international prize in the game's history. The captain of the Kings. Rinus Michels, for many Europe's finest manager. Now, no one will argue. Chancellor Kohl and Jack Charlton, President of UEFA. The Holy Grail. Europameister. The vanquished, as ever, dignified and gracious. They know the better team on the day prevailed, and they are proud that they have contributed a crucial part to an afternoon, a fortnight, a whole championship that was memorable for its skills and its chivalries. In sport, simply by saluting the deserving winners, you simultaneously acknowledge the part played by every loser. On afternoons such as this, everyone is the richer, everyone in fact a winner, as Marco van Basten, the player of the tournament, would readily agree.